Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Hagane Eve, and now, yes, I did say that my next video, commentary video, would be about Kagame, and, yes, I did say that. I do have a lot on my plate when it comes to, trying to upload videos back onto my channel, and, also laziness, so yeah, that's my bad, but I promise that the video will come, will take a little while for it to come, but until then, I do want to talk about, something that's related to Evillious, something that, it's a series that I really do love, and that's why I want to talk about it, especially one of the things that, really intrigues me about the series is, well, for instance, what we're talking about today, the 4 endings. Now, I will be reading a lot of this from the Evillious wiki, which I'll link in the description. So, the 4 endings, also known as the 4 last things, are, what would be prophesied, what would end of a world, they are called the 4 endings. And, as stated in the 11 Bible, 11 being the fictional religion that's from Evillious, it states that the world would end in, well, it would prophesize to end in 4 different ways. It would end via the heavenly ending, the hellish ending, the court ending, and or the graveyard ending. I'm saying and or as it could just be that one of these endings would take place, or all 4 of them would happen. So now we're gonna be talking about the 4 endings, starting with the hellish ending, which would take place in EC 999, where the master of the hellish yard would end the world by firing punishment. And that would basically end the world. So this would lead to the hellish yard merging with the 3rd period, as well as all the souls from the heavenly yard being dragged down to the 3rd period as well. Then there's the graveyard ending, where in EC 1000, the master of the graveyard would utilize the Neo Black Box created by Seth's Twilight to travel to a parallel world aboard the Evil Speeder 2. And then she would basically terrorize the world and just want food by eating everything. Then there's the court ending, where the regular twins Adam and Eve would a premature rebirthday, leading to them, as well as Scam and Octo and Irina Clockworker being transported back in time to the beginning of the 3rd period, where the twins would reincarnate Adam and Eve Moonlit, Irina would reincarnate as Madame Merry-Go-Round, and Gam and Octo would reincarnate as Scam and Loop Octopus, where they would continue to repeat the 3rd period until the end of time. And then finally we have the heavenly ending, where thanks to Alma Abadonia interfering, he saves the day by defeating Ma along with the entirety of the 3rd period, singing the Clockwork Lullaby, or then he and Rillian would be transported to the Climb 1 by Behemo, where he and Rillian would initiate a rebirthday, bringing everyone to the 4th period. So yes, I know that's a lot to process. So we're going to explain this further, starting with the conceptualization and origin. Yes, this will probably not help you understand it more, but I just want to be nerdy. So, the true ending of the 3rd period is described as something really complicated. It's described as Ta Eschata, which is Greek for the doctrine of the last things. It is also the basis for the term of eschatology, which is a brand of theology that talks about the end of the world. And so the 4 endings themselves are also based upon the events predicted in the biblical book of Revelations, foretelling the last judgment at the end of the world. Those endings are the judgment ending, the death ending, the hell ending, and the heaven ending. Which, relating them to the 4 endings, and Evillious, the judgment ending would be the court ending, the death ending would be the graveyard ending, and then the hell and heaven endings would be the hellish and heavenly endings respectively. Yes, that's a lot more to take in, but now we're gonna do a bigger deep dive into these endings. So, starting with the hellish ending, the master of the hellish yard, as described in the hellish ending, would be Levia Bearsoul, whom would be in the body of Nemesis Pseudo, would fire punishment, whom is the boy of destruction, Amostia, which will lead to the death of the 3rd period. This would lead to, of course, the hellish yard merging with the ground world, and souls of the heavenly yard being dragged into the ground world as well, which would be the setting for where the heavenly ending and the court ending would take place. For more information, I guess about the hellish ending, there is a song called "The Master of the Hellish Yard" by Mafi. I don't know if that really describes it. I don't really know if it actually talks about the hellish ending, as I've never listened to the song. However, a song that I did listen to is "The Master of the Heavenly Yard," which does talk about the heavenly ending, or not really, more just talks about the events leading up to the heavenly ending, but I still really like that song. You should definitely go check it out. Which is also a good segue to our next ending, the heavenly ending, where after the defeat of M.A., Bahimo brings Alan and Brilliant to the Climb 1, where Sickle talks to Alan about how apparently the entirety of the 3rd period was a simulation, to which Alan points out the holes in his statement, leading to Sickle admitting that he had lied. Then Brilliant brings a black box over, and they enact the heavenly ending by singing the Rebirth Thing, which then leads to Alan Brilliant staying on the moon, which is the heavenly yard, until being dragged into the 4th period, leaving behind a gate, to which all the spirits of the world begin to sing about their time in the 3rd period, as stated in the song of the 3rd period, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's also a really good song. Then they all enter the 4th period, with their memories also being wiped of the events that happened in the 3rd period, as stated in the rules of the world. Then there's the court ending, which is honestly kind of my favorite ending, as it's probably the darkest. So basically, after the failed rebirth day, the twins, as well as Gammon and Irina, are sent back in time. A bunch of dark shit being stated in the song The Karma of Evil Will Not End, I think it's called, which is also a good song, which talks about how Adam, Eve, Gammon, and Irina will keep reviewing the facts over and over again, with Irina claiming that she'll be able to save the world, but that will never happen. As well as Dee saying that she'll keep hating someone, which I'm guessing is referring to Adam, I'm guessing? I don't really know. And Adam saying that he'll continue to love Eve. And then we got Gammon just chilling out, singing the Clockwork Lullaby. And that's basically it. So yeah, pretty grim ending. To honestly, 2 of my favorite characters of the series. I'm sorry, but Adam and Eve are great characters, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Then we finally have the graveyard ending. Probably the most hilarious ending, as it's basically just Vanica, girl bossing around different dimensions with Art, Paulo, Carlos, and Seth. And then we have a random dude named Ron that was mentioned in Vanica's wiki article. I don't know who that Ron guy is. If anyone wants to tell me who this is in the comments, then please do. I am very confused. But yeah, this was just a random rabbit hole that I stumbled across while, wanting to learn about Evillious. More specifically, I wanted to see if it was true, whether Vanica did kill Carlos, or if he attempted to kill Vanica and he ended up also dying. apparently what happened was Carlos wanted to commit like a double suicide, which is pretty dark. But yeah, that's something. But this was kind of just a random rabbit hole that I wanted to go through with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.